This was a brilliant PR move because it is a huge brand that's brought him on, but he's also got to take, hey guys, I'm so sorry. Here I am. The more he does a few of those appearances and then just starts getting back to work, doesn't talk about her, which he never does. She's the one who went and did more interviews, etc. And moves on with his life. Look at Robert Downey Jr. There's so many people who have had these downs that get back up. I mean, Mel Gibson's celebrated and making movies again. And a lot of people don't still like him, but he did wrong. Johnny Depp, drank and stuff, and not, that's what he admitted to. But all the atrocious things that he did, he's innocent of. And it's just so sad that he's got to jump through these hoops, which he shouldn't have to do. But the fact that he's able to be there on screen, take it, do it, take the job, laugh about it, is a huge win and a huge moment and step towards his comeback. One step for mankind, as they say, the pun, but it is. This is a big step for Johnny Depp's fandom and for his, continued success. So I applaud him. There was one more appearance at the very end, where he just floated. That was it. During the credits, he's there. I wish they would have at least put his name or mentioned him or thanked him or something, but that was the third and final appearance there. Or I guess that was the fourth. He made 4 appearances. It was a very wide, hey, he's there, just saying, hey, everybody. So that was it. That was the Johnny Depp Moon Man appearance, and I applaud it. So how did Eve react? Oh, well, Depp turned a serious tragedy into a circus for public entertainment because he's a perpetrator. He is? I didn't hear that on the tapes, Eve. Survivor doesn't do that. I'm not just speaking for survivors. Well, if we're going to talk about what survivors do, there's a lot of stuff AH did that she shouldn't have done. Let's be clear, right? But no, let's only focus, put the blinders on for Johnny. And I love this part. Amber went to a courthouse to get a TRO. You can't do that in private. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. She didn't call Pops. She did everything to keep it from public view. Now, that's the most blatant lie I've ever seen. It's a blatant lie. And anybody who supports Amber, you are despicable because that is a blatant lie. You can leave that LA courthouse multiple ways. They have multiple private exits that she could have gone out of. The parking garage, the security literally asks, how would you like to leave? It's the LA County Court. They have multiple ways so you can get in and out of that courtroom safely. There's a parked garage down below that the paparazzi can't get in. She could have absolutely gotten her car and drove on out without any sight or scene. You want to talk about a circus? She walked out the front door. I can't even begin. She claims we're the dummies, we're liars, conspiracy theories, all the, cat tent barges and all these people out there who just lift Eve up as if she's this hero. This is a blatant lie. If anybody made it a circus, it was her. She started it by going out there with the thing and calling TMZ. Absolutely she did. There's no way she wanted that private. She was taking photos in the courthouse, which is illegal, mind you. You're not supposed to do that. So anybody was making a circus, it was her. And she's out here saying that factual, well, no, it's not true. This is a blatant lie, and it irritates me to no end. She wrote an op-ed because it had become a circus. What? It was a circus then? She was celebrated during the op-ed. What are you talking about? She also signed a settlement to not talk about it anymore. But then she couldn't help herself when Me Too realized, I could get all this fame and, I could be even more big. And, with Aquaman, maybe I'll get more money. I'm going to ride this one. Yeah. Why did she even talk? It was all done. She agreed to move on. She got her money. She was supposed to give it to charity. What are you talking about? It was already a circus. Through no control of her own. She did it all. I see this and I'm just I can't even begin. How does a rational person read this woman and not think she's an insane person? She did it. All the control. Johnny moved on. Johnny wasn't talking about her. Johnny wasn't doing anything. She kept bringing it up. What on earth? Women who leave don't get to control the narrative too. They get to live. Big difference. She was living the high life, Eve. If she had just kept her mouth shut and not made all these lies, she would have had the money. She probably would have kept working. Johnny would have done his own thing. Everything would have just been fine and dandy. But now Amber's paying the accountability that she refuses to pay, but she's paying it anyway because there's now enough evidence that's come out to prove it. that she was full in S. And yeah, who's going to believe you, Johnny? Oh, yeah? Who's going to believe you? We do. We all do. Am I right, people? We don't believe her. A lot of women were getting away with that for a long period. And it's so despicable to see so many women try to lift up this excuse of, well, no, we must stand for all or no one's going to believe us. No, you got to stand up. We all got to stand up against this woman. That's why we're still reporting this case. And it's such a big deal because what that woman did was despicable. And women like that don't ever want to come back. I know one in my own personal life. They don't want to admit they're wrong. They can't. They've dug themselves into such big holes. They never will. So they'll gaslight and spin forever. And then unintelligent people will just trolls, toxic people, other liars will just take it up and support it. Yeah. It's unbelievable. And so here she is just bitterly watching Stanza. Disgusting. These people. It sucks that a man gets to continue the circus of his sham of a reality publicly for better or worse while a woman has to shield from public life. Give Amber her voice back. Dude, no one's stopping her from talking. She just did an interview where she talked, and even the interviewers didn't buy it. Even Savannah Guthrie was like, really, Amber? Are you sure about this? She got caught lying in her own interviews, Eve. This is insanity. And it's starting to get, starting to be less support from her, which is nice to see. Amber's online support is real, not bought. Well, I don't know if it's good, though. There's a lot of toxicity in that group. And stay tuned. We may be unraveling one of their supporters soon. Not unraveling, but revealing more information about one of the lead Amber supporters. Because it's very interesting how they just blindly support and lift up these Amber fans without actually knowing who they are because they're all anonymous. Meanwhile, we're all crazy people, all biased. Survivors, no. Stay mad. No. Yeah, I'll stay mad at you because you won't let it go. Man. When Amber won in the UK, very little changed. Yeah, because she didn't really win. The Sun won because it was about defamation in the papers. And that's really what it's about. Amber didn't win. The question was, is it sort of, well, based on what we got, there's enough here for the Sun, the publication, to not be liable. That's what it was about. And they want to spin that like it was a win for Amber. It wasn't. It was a win for a awful tabloid magazine. They keep defending it like, oh, thank God journalism won. This was literally the rags of the rag, like the worst outlet you could be in. It didn't get sued for defamation, and it should have. It absolutely should have. Talk to any UK barrister, which we've done, worth their weight. They will all discredit and say this was an insane case that should have never won. Should have absolutely been thrown out. I mean, and we're not thrown out, but Amber shouldn't have won. The Sun shouldn't have won. They absolutely jumped to the conclusion, and there was no proof that Johnny did those things. There wasn't. The constantly say, 12 of whatever. Lies. Absolute lies. If you go through that verdict, why the judge's justifications makes no sense. They make no sense. He literally ignores evidence just to say, well, I don't believe she would have done it. And then ignores witnesses, unbiased witnesses. Well, if they're going to lie, well, it doesn't matter that Amber tried to make them lie because it's on them. It's not on Amber. It's maddening. It's maddening. You guys know this. Anyway, yay, good for you, the interrupter. That is what she is. She just doesn't care about truth. She will just scream as loud as she can. I'm waiting for the turn here because at a certain point, Amber's going to turn her back on her. And it feels like people keep alluding that it's already happened. When that happens, it'll be an interesting day to see if Eve finally does stand up and call her out. Will it happen? I want to know your thoughts. Do you think it's going to happen? Could it happen? Tell me down in the comments down below. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you've subscribed. Tune in later today live. We got a lot to talk about with Johnny, Brittany, so much more. Olivia Wilde, have you been watching that case? This is nuts. Is she another Amber? Stay tuned. We got lots more. I will be dipping down into that case as well. So make sure you don't miss it out here on Popcorn Planet. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll talk later live. Have a wonderful day.